You know, I think you found a very good amp when you can just plug into it and no matter what you do, it sounds really, really good. This is the Fender Princeton Custom 64 version. That's a mouthful, isn't it? This is the hand-wired one, and we're going to be having a look at that today. First of all, big thanks to Quint, I hope I've got that right, from Max Guitars, where I got this from. They're in the Netherlands. I used to live in the Netherlands. It's a lovely place, and their customer service is brilliant. And I got this here in New Zealand in about 5 days, so thanks very much. Really, really great. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go through some settings, and with some pedals as well. We'll try and crank it up as well, see what it can do. And I'm miking this, by the way. I've got a SM81 on the amp, and then I've got a Rode NT1 in the room. And what I used in that little section where there was no effects on the amp was just these settings. This was the amp on 5, no reverb, no vibrato, and the volume is just over 3 or just round about at 3. So here's the bridge pickup. Here's the second position. Middle. And here's the neck. It's very dynamic. You've got a lot of changing tones there, and we haven't even messed with the amp yet. And of course, also don't forget that if you're mucking about with your volume knob, if I just put it down to this position 4 here, you can One thing that's great about the Princeton Reverb, it has this beautiful vibrato channel and reverb, of course, and they're both tube driven, so that's going to sound like this. So the intensity there is about 7. What else we got? Speed is about 3. The volume is still like 2.5. This is really kind of bedroom level, but this amp is pretty loud. I think it's got something to do with the Alnico speaker. It's a P10R in here, and it really sounds nice, clean, this, I think. really stay on one chord and listen to that all day, couldn't you? So let's have a look at how this amp is going to sound with a pedal. Today I'm using the Moore Blues Crab. This is a great little pedal, sounds really good and quite inexpensive too. So the volume on the amp there is just above 2. Reverb is about 4. It's kind of a dripping reverb. A lot of reverb on this amp, isn't there? That was on position 2. So let's go over to the neck pickup. Sounds good. Yeah, it's got a good sound, and the amp itself without the pedal is very very clean. Let's just have a listen to that. So very clean. If we kick on the pedal here, Alright, now I have the Duelist on, but I've got the vibrato channel on and the reverb channel on, and still the volume is just about 2, and you can get some good tones with this. It's with the position 4. Sounds pretty good with the Duelist, and again, it's bedroom level, so you can certainly use it for the bedroom. I've been trying to crank this up, but what I'm going to have to do is too loud in the room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it up to 10 on the amp, but I'm going to use the aux box with kind of the same mics. They don't have an SM81, but they do have an SM57. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over now and play the same thing using the aux box, but not worrying about the overdrive pedal. I'm just going to turn the amp up to 10 to see how it sounds. So what I've done there is I've left every setting the same, still got the vibrato on, still got the reverb on, but this time the amp is on 10, there's no pedal involved, this is just the distortion from the amp. Let me just switch off the vibe and then we'll see how that sounds. Turn off the reverb. Gonna sound a bit like this. So sounds great with reverb, without reverb, or you know, with the vibrato. Not a lot, as I said at the beginning, you can do with this amp, which doesn't sound good. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you think of this. Does the hand wired make a difference? Well, I'm not too sure. I've got some other amps which have printed circuit boards, and they sound really good. The only thing with this amp is it does have a pine box. It has a different speaker in it, which might make a difference. And also some of the components are different from the printed circuit board too. There's these blue capacitors in here, so the components are slightly upgraded too. So when you put all that together, the pine box, the Alnico speaker, the different capacitors, hand wired, does that make a difference? I don't know, but I think what it all adds up to is it's a hand built amp, really, isn't it? Which is great, hand wired, and it sounds great. Sounds really lovely for the blues. If you want that Fender sound and you want to kind of play at bedroom levels, but you also want to gig with it and turn it up, you know, you can get a great distortion sound with the pedal in front of you, if that's what you want to do. The amp starts to break up about 7, which in this little room that I'm in is just way too loud, but you can attenuate it, you know, like I'm doing in that little bit. Still sounds good. Could you tell the difference between the attenuated sound and the mic sound? Pretty hard to tell, I think. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Have fun. Great to see you, and see you in the next video.